Homebrew Wednesday. It's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery, Pooka NC. What I got going on today, going to make this really short and sweet. Had a brew day on Monday. I'm not going to show you any footage of that at all except for one hot drop. What I'm going to talk about today is my Blackberry Saison. As you can see, it is purple. It has got a nice white head. I decided to go ahead and keg this one up because I needed to put something in the keg, and just been letting it sit, been slack. Finally come home and cleaned the beer lines today and tapped it, and I pretty much achieved what I was going for on it. It's fairly dry. It's got a nice blackberry tartness to it, and it's got some funk. On the nose, you get a mixture of the funk and the tartness from the blackberry with a nice sweetness on the nose, actually, because I did use some honey malt and some real honey in this, and the honey malt is kind of kept it from drying it out so much. It attenuated down all the way to 1.00 or 10.00, and I was expecting it to be real dry, but it's not. I'm surprised. It still has a little bit of sweetness to it when you drink it, and when you smell it. I know it's not coming from any unfermented sugars in there because they're all gone, because that Saison yeast will eat through just about everything. Now I mashed this really low because you're supposed to for these. I was like 147, 148, and let it rest for 75 or 90 minutes, and then so I get full conversion at low temps. Gave you the nose. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. It is a wonderful summer drink. Even though summer's about over with, it's still pretty hot here in North Carolina. It drinks really nice. It gets more funky as it warms up because I had a little bit extra 2 liters that wouldn't fit in the keg, and I used my carb cap to carb that up in a 2-liter bottle. So I've already cheated and drank a little bit of it, but those things will get them pretty close. But this is better than what I drank in the 2-liter bottle with the carb cap. I hate Pilsner malt, so I did not use Pilsner. I used Canadian 2-row, and you can tell it in the way it tastes. It's got a fuller malt profile, what little bit of it there is. You get that, you get some of the honey malt coming through, you get a little touch of the honey flavor from the malt and the actual honey, you get the blackberry tartness, and as it warms up you get funk on the nose, but you don't get it on the taste while it's cold. But once it starts warming up, the funk, the barnyard funk, wet hay, horse blanket kind of type smell starts coming through on it a little bit more, a little bit on the taste. It's not so much it's off-putting. I traditionally, last few years, had made Hefeweizens for my summer beer, and I was getting a little bit tired of those. I still like them, but I don't want to drink 5 gallons of them this year, so I made this Saison instead. I will put a link to my recipe on Brewday if you want to check it out. It is not traditional. I did not brew it with Pilsner. I used Canadian 2-row, and I used honey malt in it as well. And I used the French Saison yeast. And I did like first 3 days at low temps. Then I ramped it up with a heat belt and got it up to about 75 for a couple of days, day or two. And then I wrapped it up with a insulated sun visor thing and got it up to I got it all the way up to 90 there toward the end. Good carbonation. Said I was going to keep this one short, so that's it. I had a IPA brew day. I'm going to show you a little tiny bit of footage of that, using up a bunch of leaf hops that I had. Smelled awesome. Right here at Wild Boys Brewery. Got a quick little update here. Got a brew day going on. Something I named Alpha King. It's not the Three Floyds version. And I'm just going to show you the last hop drop because I'm about out of battery on this thing. It's got 2 ounces of Zythos, from BH Brewing, 1 ounce of Cascade Leaf. This is not from BH, this is from somebody else. 1 ounce of Centennial, and then 4 ounces of Simcoe, so it's got a 8 ounce hop stand drop. This is about a 7.5% IPA, double IPA, whatever you want to call it. It was mashed at 151.5. It specs out about 130 IBUs. It's going to have a massive hop stand on it, as you can see. But short and sweet. See you guys next week. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. And if you like Saisons, brew this one because it's awesome. Yo.